The average person drives past a storage facility and barely notices it. Rows of metal doors, a small office, a gate, a few security cameras. Nothing exciting. But behind those doors, there is a business model that investors quietly love. Because storage units are not really about storing boxes. They are about renting empty space every single month to people who often keep paying long after they plan to stop. And that is what makes the self-storage business so interesting. At first glance, it looks simple. Build a facility, divide it into units, rent those units to customers, collect monthly payments. But the real business is smarter than that. A storage facility sells convenience, flexibility, security, emotional attachment, and time. People rent storage units when they are moving, downsizing, renovating, breaking up, starting a business, inheriting items, or simply running out of space at home. And in many cases, what starts as a temporary solution becomes a long-term monthly expense. That is one of the secrets of the business. A customer may think they will rent a unit for 2 months, but 2 months can become 6 months. 6 months can become a year, and a year can become several years. Because once the stuff is inside the unit, removing it takes effort. You have to drive there, open the unit, sort everything, decide what to keep, move heavy boxes, maybe rent a van, maybe ask for help, and many people simply delay that decision. So the storage company keeps collecting rent, every month, quietly, automatically. That recurring income is the core of the business. Unlike a restaurant, a storage facility does not need to sell a new meal every day. Unlike a shop, it does not need to constantly restock products. Unlike a hotel, it does not need to clean every room after every customer. A storage unit can stay rented for months or years with very little daily interaction. That is why self-storage is often seen as a low-labor, recurring revenue business. The first and most obvious revenue stream is monthly rent. Customers pay for different unit sizes. Small lockers, medium units, large units, drive-up units, climate-controlled units, premium units. The larger the space, the higher the monthly price. And the more specialized the unit, the more the business can charge. For example, a basic outdoor unit may be cheaper, but a climate-controlled unit can cost much more because it protects items from heat, humidity, and cold. People storing furniture, documents, electronics, art, instruments, or business inventory may be willing to pay extra for that protection. That means the storage business is not only selling space, it is selling peace of mind. Customers want to believe their belongings are safe, dry, and protected. Security matters too. Fences, gates, keypads, cameras, lighting, locks, individual access codes, on-site managers. These features help justify the monthly fee. A customer might accept a higher price if the facility feels clean, secure, and professionally managed. Trust is central. Because people are leaving personal belongings behind a door they may not open for weeks. The more secure the facility feels, the easier it is for customers to keep paying. Location is another major part of the business. Storage facilities work best near people who need extra space. Dense neighborhoods, apartment-heavy areas, growing suburbs, cities with high housing costs, areas with lots of renters, places where homes are smaller. When people do not have garages, basements, or spare rooms, storage becomes more valuable. This is why self-storage often grows in places where housing is expensive and space is limited. The less space people have at home, the more valuable extra space becomes. And that is a powerful trend. Modern life creates storage demand in many ways. People buy more things. Families move more often. Small businesses need inventory space. Online sellers need somewhere to store products. Students need summer storage. Divorces and life changes create temporary storage needs. Older relatives pass away and families need time to sort belongings. Renovations force people to move furniture out of the house. Each life event can create a customer. And because those events are common, demand can be surprisingly steady. But the business is not only about rent. There are many extra revenue streams. One of the simplest is selling moving supplies. Boxes, tape, bubble wrap, locks, plastic covers, mattress bags, labels, rope, packing paper. These products are not complicated, but they can have strong margins. And customers often buy them at exactly the moment they need them. If someone is renting a storage unit, they probably need boxes and a lock. The facility is the easiest place to buy them. That convenience creates extra profit. Then there are administrative fees. Some facilities charge setup fees, reservation fees, late fees, lock cutting fees, payment processing fees, or insurance-related fees. Individually, these charges may seem small, but across hundreds or thousands of customers, they can add up. Late fees are especially important. Because storage rent is usually recurring, missing a payment can create additional revenue for the operator. Of course, too many unpaid units become a problem. But controlled late fees can increase income. Insurance is another hidden revenue stream. Many storage facilities require or strongly encourage customers to have insurance for stored items. Sometimes customers use their own policy. Other times, they buy protection through the storage company or a partner. This can generate additional revenue or commissions. Again, the business is not only selling space. It is selling protection. Then there are auctions. If customers stop paying for long enough, the facility may eventually be allowed to auction the contents of the unit, depending on local laws and procedures. This is not the ideal outcome. The business usually prefers customers to keep paying rent. But auctions help recover some losses and clear unpaid units so they can be rented again. This creates the famous image of people bidding on abandoned storage units. Sometimes the contents are worthless. Sometimes there are surprises. But from the operator's perspective, the auction is mainly a way to turn a non-paying unit back into a paying unit. Occupancy is one of the most important numbers in the storage business. An empty unit makes no money. A rented unit creates recurring monthly revenue. The goal is to keep occupancy high while still increasing rents over time. This is where pricing becomes very important. Storage companies often use promotional offers to attract new customers. First month free, half off for the first month, discounted move-in rates, online-only pricing. These offers lower the barrier to entry. But once the customer moves in, prices may rise later. And that is where the psychology of storage becomes powerful. If the rent increases by a small amount, many customers will simply accept it. Why? Because moving out is annoying. The customer has to rent a truck, spend time, move boxes, and decide what to do with everything. So a small monthly increase may feel easier than the hassle of leaving. This gives storage operators pricing power, not unlimited power. If prices rise too much, customers will leave. But moderate increases can work because switching costs are real. The customer is not just canceling a digital subscription. They have physical belongings locked inside a unit. That makes the relationship sticky. And sticky customers are very valuable. Another reason investors like self-storage is that operating costs can be relatively low compared to other real estate businesses. A storage facility does not need many employees. Some facilities operate with only a small team. Some use kiosks, online reservations, automatic gates, digital locks, cameras, and remote management. Customers can rent a unit online, receive an access code, and move in with little staff interaction. This makes the business more scalable. One manager may oversee multiple facilities. Technology can reduce labor, and automation can keep the site operating even outside office hours. Of course, that does not mean storage is free money. There are real costs: land, construction, security systems, lighting, insurance, property taxes, maintenance, repairs, marketing, software, cleaning, pest control, climate control, debt payments. And in some locations, zoning and permits can be difficult. Climate-controlled facilities are especially expensive because they require heating, cooling, insulation, and energy. But even with these costs, the model can be attractive because revenue is recurring and operations are relatively simple. The building does not need to be beautiful like a hotel. The units do not need expensive furniture. There is no kitchen, no restaurant staff, no daily room cleaning, no complicated inventory. The product is space. And if the facility is well located, clean, secure, and properly priced, that space can generate income for years. This is why some self-storage companies grow by building or buying many facilities. One facility can work, but a network of facilities can be much more powerful. The company can centralize marketing, pricing, call centers, software, accounting, and management. It can use data to adjust rents. It can compare occupancy across markets. It can test promotions. It can acquire underperforming facilities and improve operations. At scale, self-storage becomes more than a local business. It becomes a real estate and data business. The operator is constantly asking questions. Which unit sizes are most in demand? Which locations are full? Which customers are likely to leave? How much can rent increase before people move out? Which ads bring the best customers? Which facilities need more security? Which areas are growing? This is where the boring rows of metal doors become much more sophisticated. The business may look simple from the outside, but the best operators manage it carefully. Customer behavior is also unusual. Many customers do not visit their units often. Some may visit once a month. Some may visit once a year. Some almost forget what is inside, but they keep paying. That creates a very different operating rhythm compared to many businesses. A gym wants customers to keep subscribing but not overcrowd the space. A storage facility wants something similar. It wants customers to keep paying without needing constant service. If customers rarely visit, the facility still earns rent. This is why storage can feel almost passive from the outside. But good operators still have to manage security, payments, maintenance, occupancy, marketing, and customer service. There is also an emotional side to storage. People do not always store things because they are financially valuable. They store memories, old furniture, family items, childhood belongings, photos, books, clothes, business documents, items they are not ready to throw away. This emotional attachment can make customers keep units longer than expected. They may not need everything inside, but they also do not want to make final decisions, so they pay for more time. In that sense, self-storage sells delay. It sells the ability to postpone decisions, and that can be extremely profitable. However, the business also has risks. If too many storage facilities are built in one area, competition increases, prices can fall, occupancy can drop, marketing costs can rise. A facility in the wrong location may struggle for years. Economic changes can also affect demand. In a downturn, some people may downsize and need storage, but others may cut expenses and move out. High interest rates can make construction or acquisitions more expensive. Local regulations can limit new facilities, and customers may become more price sensitive. So the business is not guaranteed. It depends on location, pricing, demand, management, and competition. But when it works, it can be very strong. The ideal storage facility has high occupancy, steady rent increases, low labor costs, strong security, good visibility, easy access, and a customer base that stays longer than expected. That is the dream. A property full of small spaces, each producing monthly rent. No flashy branding needed. No constant product launches. No viral marketing campaign. Just people paying for space, month after month. The future of self-storage is becoming more digital. Customers can reserve online, sign contracts digitally, use mobile access codes, pay automatically, receive reminders, buy insurance, and manage everything through an app. Some facilities are adding smart locks, remote monitoring, license plate recognition, climate sensors, and automated customer support. The more automated the facility becomes, the lower the labor requirement can be. And that makes the model even more attractive to investors. But the core idea has not changed. People run out of space. They need somewhere to put their things. And they are willing to pay every month for a clean, secure, convenient place to store them. So the next time you drive past a self-storage facility, look at it differently. Those metal doors are not just doors. They are monthly subscriptions. The empty-looking buildings are not just warehouses. They are recurring revenue machines. The locks, gates, cameras, boxes, insurance, and late fees are all part of the system. And the real product is not just space. It is convenience, security, flexibility, and the ability to delay difficult decisions. That is how storage units became silent money machines. Not because they are exciting, not because people love paying for them, but because they solve a simple problem that modern life keeps creating. People have too much stuff. Homes are getting expensive. Space is limited. Life changes quickly. And as long as people keep needing extra space, storage facilities will keep turning empty units into monthly income. Thanks for watching until the end. If you enjoyed this breakdown, subscribe for more videos about the hidden business models behind everyday places, companies, and industries. This channel looks at the overlooked revenue streams, the quiet money machines, and the business systems most people never notice. And if you want to see another business broken down, leave a comment with the next one. See you in the next video.